Yo guys, what's good? It's Saturn back with another video, guys. Today I'm going to be telling you how to take control of your money. So yes guys, you see at the bottom of the thumbnail it says episode 1. There might be multiple episodes to this. I'm not too for sure. Right now it just says episode 1. I'm hoping to maybe make this like a 2 or 3 part video, just depending on how in depth we get onto the first one. I'm wanting to make each video about 10 minutes long, but that just depends on how good I'm at talking and stuff like that. So first things first, guys, we need to get into what do we mean by take control of our money. And I'm getting straight into this, guys, because I know most of y'all don't like waiting around. And if I'm drinking Alani while I'm doing this, just know it's because I'm super duper tired, guys, and I've not been feeling well. I just got over being sick, all this and that. So yeah, guys, let's get into the first thing here. First thing is, let's take control. What does control mean? So we all make money. Hopefully, we're all making money. We all have cash flow of some sort. We have something coming in and we have something coming out, right? So what this means is we need to study what is going on. We need to take control. Okay, so we need to take control of we have money coming in, but we need to take control of where that money is going. You can always up your income as well, but we're not too worried about that right now in this episode. So first things first, let's take control of where this money's going. So the way we're going to do that is we're either going to get out a piece of paper or we're going to go online on a Google Docs and get a template for budgeting, right? And what we're going to end up doing, guys, is we're going to put what we make after taxes, correct? And my dog is in the background, okay? We're going to put what we make after taxes, the money that you bring home, correct? And we're going to break that down. We're going to look at the subscriptions. We're going to look at like I said, we're going to look at the subscriptions, the things that you buy on a daily basis. Just for 1 month, track everything. Just track everything you're buying. I want you to keep the receipts. I want you to go in your bank statements. I want to see the dumb stuff that, you're just buying throughout the week. The random stuff, not the dumb stuff, but the random stuff. And just stuff like that. You need to really see how much you're using to eat out. You need to see how much you're using to buy snacks on top of eating out. You need to see what you're spending on groceries, what you're spending on a phone bill, what you're spending in gas. You need to get these things down to basically around $10, like a $10 range. So my gas every month, gas prices is up now, of course, but it's around a $10 range. It's from 74 to, it can be, but it's like not off $10. It can either be more, but it cannot be below that $74 mark. It can just be around there. And I like to keep it around a $10 range. Like I said, I don't want to put it at 100, but I don't want to put it at 90 either. So it'd be around like 84 if I had to. So you want to kind of keep it in a tight area, so there's room for a little bit of air. But the first month, you just want to take control. And the first step to taking control is creating a budget, which is also creating a system. You need to create a system. After you create your budget, how are you going to save this money? Are you going to save it in percentages? Are you going to save it in numbers? Me personally, I do cash number. It's easy for me to understand. A percentage though, on the other hand, no matter how much money you got, it will always be a percentage of that money. See, sometimes if you do a number and you don't make that enough, then you're just kind of in the mud. So yeah, guys, what you need to do is get a piece of paper, write down all your expenses, what you've made, your expenses, keep some of your receipts and stuff. You don't got to keep everything, but you need to keep 75% of it just to understand where your money's going. But a lot of these bank apps, if you use a card and stuff, they show you what you've spent. So stuff like that. And of course, groceries, keep a good budget for groceries. Keep a good budget for gas. You need to get to your job and you need to eat. So those are two things that you do need to keep a hold of. And those are the most important in my opinion. You need to make sure that you are eating. You need to make sure that you are budgeting and stuff like that. So when you do this budget and you do this, now you got to come up with a system, guys. So the first things first, for a system, you need to understand what's easiest for you. For some other people, it won't be as easy as it is for the other person. Therefore, so me personally, I do a number and I do a certain number a week, right? And I save that number, and right now I put 2 weeks towards investments and then 2 weeks towards my goals, or not my goals, my vacation that I'm going on. So now I'm saving up for 2 different things at once. It makes it easier for me, but you need to find a system. If that's budgeting every week, budgeting every month, I've automatically have an automatic set number for everything because my life basically stays the same. My gas stays the same. My groceries stay the same. My bills stay the same. So therefore, all these things stay the same. So I already got the number planned out. And whatever is on that extra right there is either something I can spend or I can half it and put it into, whatever else I want to do. Like this week, I ended up giving my whole check to myself. I might invest like $50 off of it, but it's my birthday coming up, and I gave myself like $400 to spend on myself. That's not my whole check, but my whole check for savings. And I don't know what I'm gonna do quite yet. I know a little bit of it went to the app that I use to edit my thumbnails and stuff like that. So there's that. I was thinking about buying this program. I think I'm just gonna wait a little bit longer. So I don't want instant gratification or nothing like that. So I'm gonna just wait a tad bit longer. But really, I don't know. I'm just gonna wait until something catches my eyes and spend that. But that's my system. Every 6 to 7 months, I give myself a little bit of money to go do what I want with. Because if not, I understand me, and I will go out here and spend a lot more money if I don't just give myself a little bit. Because you got to live life as well, guys. So with building this system, build it correctly for you. It might take a minute. Let me take this toy from him real quick because it's a squeaky toy. Let me see that. But like I said, build a system perfect to you. You're gonna be trial and error. It might take you 2 or 3 months to figure it out, whatnot, right, guys? Just keep going with it and understand what works best for you. You'll find a little flow state. You got to be disciplined as well, guys. So after you build this system and you build this budget, you have to follow this. This is where the discipline comes in, not the motivation, but the discipline. You can watch some of my videos to help you motivate you or whatnot to keep doing this, but you need to understand that it's not just you do these numbers and you're gonna get rich. You need to have discipline. There's a thing behind this. There's a thing behind this. It's like working out. You can have the protein powder, you can eat right, but until you start working out, you're not gonna get bigger muscles. You're not gonna start improving body wise with the muscle growth and stuff. You have to go out there and put in the work now. You have to stay disciplined. You have to stay cutting. You have to, compare it to working out. You got to eat right and you got to lift weights to see growth, right? Same thing with this. You got a budget, and then you got to have the discipline behind the budget. You got to be able to follow that budget. You got to be able to follow that diet. You get what I'm saying, guys? So the whole point of this video is basically just going over taking control, which after we take control, we need to take a budget, which is basically taking control. After we see that budget and we put that budget down on paper or a Google Doc, we're going to build a system around that budget, a system that works personally just for us. Don't listen to nobody else. I'll make a video on how to build a system a little bit more, and just the way I do it. And if you want to, of course, compare it to mine, you can. Build your system, and then next comes the discipline. Now, guys, after the discipline, that's when the good work starts coming in. The first 3 to 6 months, you start noticing thousands of dollars saved, hundreds of dollars saved. You start noticing less stress because you have an emergency fund. You start noticing debt getting paid off faster. You start noticing these things. So 3 to 6 months is the hardcore line. But then don't let it trick you, guys. 6 months hit, and you feel like you've not done nothing. And that's one thing I'm stuck at right now. I've been doing this for about 4 to 5 months. I've hit all my goals. And honestly, I feel like I've not accomplished nothing. But it's just because you're staying so level now. Now you're not going to feel different until you hit 10 grand. Now you're not going to feel different until you hit 20 grand. Now you're not going to feel different until you hit 50 grand. And it goes up like that. See, when you're at zero and you get $500, you feel good. When you're at zero and you get $1,000, you feel good. But once you hit that $6,000, $7,000, $10,000 mark, it's like you start going up in increments either by 5,000 or 10,000. And so it's going to mellow out a lot more, guys, and you have to understand that. One thing I do to keep track and to keep me motivated every month, every 29th, I think it is, I do a net worth statement of what my overall net worth is. And my overall net worth is a certain number, of course, and by the end of the year, I want it to be this number. And right now, I'm on track of that, and I'll hit that very, very soon. So I'll definitely hit it by the end of the year. And that makes me excited to think about that. So, of course, you need to build these 3 to 4 different things, guys, in order to get just the baseline started. That is the baseline of taking control of your money, is a budget, a system, discipline, and then overall conquering it. And then there's a lot more to it, because now we need to understand how do we take control of this money and where do we need to put it at. And that's exactly what we will be getting into the next video, guys. Some of these videos will be overlapping videos I've already done, but I just wanted to make like a 3 or 4 part episode of just, or a series kind of just taking control of your money, because it's something that we really need to go over And I do keep this footage raw, guys, and I have a lot of mess ups, and it's very unprofessional as of right now. I need to learn how to edit and stuff like that, but it's gonna be a minute, and I know that's kind of off topic, but I've been noticing I'm getting the thumbnails good, but I do like to keep things raw, guys, because, you know, we are a community here, and we're gonna keep it like that. But we are up on the 10-minute mark, guys. This is Saturn, man. God bless y'all's families. God bless everything. I hope y'all's money problems are going away, man. I just hope God is moving in y'all's life, guys. Like I said, man, go out there, go to church, spend time with your family, make some money. Don't trade your family in for money. Go out there and just have fun. Enjoy life, but do it the right way. Make sure when you're getting that paycheck, you're budgeting, you're building a system, you're staying disciplined, and you're saving up that money. Because let me tell you something, when you get that money built up, it takes a lot of stress off of you. Don't take it all, but it takes a lot. Like I said, guys, I'll see you on the next video. I'll probably post the next part of this series every Monday. So they'll probably be next 2 or 3 weeks be expecting something. It might be only 2 episodes, 3 or 4. I don't know. But like I said, guys, I'll catch you on the next one, and peace out.